What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you Get Ready With Me, and mainly it's just talking about the big reason why I was gone for about 2 weeks on this channel, and that's pretty much it. It pretty much only centered around one thing, and then I tried to reach for other things as I typically do, but yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I created this look and hearing the reasons why I was gone for a little while, then just keep watching. Hey guys, so I am here to do the Get Ready With Me that I told you guys I would, to explain kind of what is going on or what happened and why I kind of ghosted for a little while. Thank you to the couple of people who have congratulated me on coming back. I am happy to be back. Do not get it twisted. But I had a lot on my plate prior to everything that's going on with societies or the world, really. I had a lot going on personally, and I just needed to take a step back. I have been doing that every so often when it's necessary, just so I don't go crazy, because I do really enjoy posting 3 times a week, and I really do enjoy talking to you guys in the comments and all that, but sometimes I just don't have it in me to do that in addition to my actual life stuff, if that makes sense. So just cutting to the chase, the biggest thing that I had to, I'm not popular, what's going on? The biggest thing that I've had really looming over me lately, oh, this is done, oh, that's great. The biggest thing that I've had looming over me lately has been my degree program. As you guys know, I was in a master's degree program, and I was really aiming to finish up this past semester. I was saying how if I didn't do it, I didn't know if I could really take the time to really continue on for various other reasons, financially of course, but also other things in my life were just at a standstill, and I don't like to be at a standstill. I like to be continuously moving towards my goals, towards my aspirations, and the degree program was really just not helping me do that. So I ended up graduating, which is honestly still crazy to think about. I still am like, did I really graduate? Let me wait till I get the diploma in my hands, and then I'll actually think I graduated. But I did. I mean, I submitted my thesis, I defended my thesis, and I also did my language exam, and I passed on both accounts. So I'm done. I really am done. Like I said, I'm still kind of shell-shocked over it. And it's funny because a lot of my friends were actually mad because I waited till I think maybe the day before, if not the day of my graduation ceremony, to tell them about it. And that's just how I am. I'm really weird when it comes to stuff like that. To me, I was just so focused on, was this actually happening? I really couldn't believe it. So I didn't really tell anybody until the day of or the day before, not even my family. I just didn't believe that this was actually happening. This degree program I've been in this degree program for so long. And I just felt like it was going to be never ending. It felt like I was never going to finish, and that I was never going to do all the things that was asked of me in the capacity that they wanted it from me. So it's crazy to say that I'm done, but I am done. And yeah, hold on, I'm gonna go wet my sponge. I didn't think to do that, and then I can continue blabbering while I put more makeup on. So yeah, like I said, me graduating was honestly the biggest reason why I stopped. I just didn't have the brain capacity to take the time to think of ideas to record, but also to actually edit. I mean, editing, as much as I actually do enjoy it, it does take some time. Like, it takes some effort, it takes some energy, it takes a thought process. And I just didn't have it in me. I mean, I didn't even really post, not really, I didn't post even on my other channel. And that's saying something, because for that channel, I don't really have to think. It's pretty easy for me to come up with ideas for that channel because, I mean, it's reviewing. I'm reviewing books, and I'm talking about books. And most of that stuff I don't even have to pay for. If I really don't want to, I can just get them from libraries. So I really was just super focused on just hammering out the last minute kind of things that were looming over me for that degree program. And I'm so happy to say that I graduated. Like I said, I'm still kind of like, let me see that diploma though. But I don't foresee them taking away from me. I've already had the graduation ceremony. So like, what can you do to me now? You can't really do anything. Like, you've already given me the approval and all that kit and caboodle. So yeah, I mean, I'm just happy. I'm very happy. And I'm ready to move on. I'm so ready to move on. I'm currently in a job that is very nice. I enjoy this job. I get a lot out of it, but it was not and is not the desired career path or even job industry that I want to be in. And so because of that, because I finally graduated, I can now move towards my desired job and career path. And doing that, I'll have to move, which I am so happy about. I don't like to stay in one area for too long, and I've been back here now for what, 4 years? And before that, I had been here growing up with my parents. So I'm ready. I'm so ready to be gone from this area. I'm ready to like continue to travel, but like actually for my career and my job and stuff. So I'm very happy. I still have a lot of things to do in order for me to like get into my career path. It's not easy by any means, but I have been training. I physically have to be fit and strong, and I also have to pass a couple of other things. So I'm just happy that I'm slowly starting to really be able to put my attention towards my actual career, and it's good. I can also take the time if I want after a significant break to try and publish some articles in my field, which is nice. It would be nice to have something published, especially if I do intend to go for a PhD program. It would be nice to have something published. I've done, 3 posters. I presented 3 different posters throughout my academic career, which is nice, but it would be better if I could get something published. It would be difficult for me just because of me. I am not the best writer at all, and because of that I struggle a lot when it comes to scholarly writing and like academic writing and stuff. I think that this degree program definitely showed me that, but it also helped me to kind of slowly understand what it is I need to change about my writing. I still have ways to go before I am halfway confident on my academic writing. But that being said, this degree program really did help me. That was the big thing. That was the big kicker that was really taking a lot out of me. I mean, right now, I'm just kind of laying low. So I've been really working out a lot more than usual, just so that I can be prepared for things. But I also need to start prepping for some academic tests that I need to take to get into my career path and stuff. So right now I'm slowly easing back into normalcy, if you will. And it's nice. It's nice to have that huge thing looming over me no more. And yeah, my thesis ended up being from cover to finish. It was 205 pages. Yes, that's right, 205 pages. I was just short of 150 pages if you look at the just the written portion, like the portion that I was actually discussing my topic, which means that over 50 pages of my thesis was between my appendices and my what's the other thing, and my bibliography. So quite a lot of sources and all of that jazz. It was a beast. It was a beast, but it was because my topic not necessarily was broad. It wasn't a broad topic, but I covered quite a few countries. I covered South Africa, Rwanda. I covered 4 different countries, and covering 4 different countries on the topic that I did, it continued to blossom and blossom. And I mean, my thesis committee kind of even admitted to the fact that that topic was so much, and there was so much material that it was pretty much a dissertation, which, I mean, it would have been nice if I could have just gotten my PhD. Then I don't have to feel like I have to go back for anything else again. But at least I know kind of the extent to what I would be getting myself into if I do go for my PhD. I'm not sure I will. And I'm not, I mean, I'm in my late 20s. And I just have so much time left, you know. I have so many more adventures that I want to go on, and I'm sure I will be somehow pushed onto, that I'm not too set in stone as to what is going to be happening. I mean, I know what I want to do, but I don't know if it's going to happen. It's so many question marks in my life right now. So it's just an exciting time period for me, like I said, especially because of the fact that I have graduated. So many of the question marks are starting to kind of form themselves, and I'm not waiting anymore. So I'm actively applying to new career paths. I'm also just working on the main one that I want, but I am a creature of habit, and I like to have contingency plan after contingency plan. And to do that, I need to continue to have my resume up to date and my CV up to date. So things are looking good. They're looking good in that aspect. I'm gonna use the palette that I just finished swatching yesterday, no, 2 days ago for you guys, from my Wednesday video. I'll have that up in the cards hopefully. And this is my ugly pretty palette situation. After watching that video and the swatches, I just really was in the mood to use some of these shades and create something. So we're just gonna work with this today. I'm just gonna clean off some of my brushes just so I have a nice array. So yeah, I mean, that was the biggest news, if you will, was the fact that I graduated. And I'm still kind of telling people because it's me. So hopefully before I leave this area, I have told everybody that I graduated, but who knows? I'm probably gonna forget somebody. Yeah, it happens. But yeah, let's see, what else is going on. I'm reading a lot. And I'm enjoying a lot of the things that I'm reading. I'm currently in the middle of a bunch of books. I tend to read like a lot of books at a time. It just kind of depends on my personal goal at the moment, you know. So right now I'm in the middle of 3 physical books, and let me reword that. I'm focusing on 3 physical books that I'm reading and 1 electronic book that I'm reading. I just went through a binge of reading a bunch of my own personal collection electronic books, and now I'm like, sis, you need to, 1, read more physical books, because you have quite a few physical books that you have not read or tried or tested out or any of the sort. But I also have I have an electronic book from my library that I need to read before they snatch it away from me. And I just have quite a few books that I need to read, which is why I tend to read like a million books at a time. I don't mind it, and I'm also pretty good at keeping the storyline separate, but I'm also smart about it, you know? So I make sure that the books that I'm reading are not all the same storyline, or at least have different enough character arcs that I'm not confused. For example, like right now I'm reading 1 physical romance book, 1 physical fantasy, 1 physical Mulan retelling. Yeah, those are the 3 books that I'm reading physically. And then the electronic book that I'm reading, or focusing on really, is another fantasy, but it's completely different than the physical fantasy that I'm reading. The physical fantasy that I'm reading is Children of Bone and Ruin? Bone and something. Blood and Bone? Blood and Bone, that's what it is. So that's the physical book that I'm reading, and that's set in like a fantasy world of Lagos, of Nigeria. Lagos being a city in Nigeria. Anyways, so because of that, the fantasy that I'm reading is like completely different. It's the second book in the Sea is Deep, Deep is the Sea series. I can't remember the name of that series. But I loved the first book and I wanted to read more from that series. So I'm reading the second one. The second one hasn't really caught my attention, but it needs to, because the book is due, today's Thursday. So the book is due in 2 days. Yeah. And I'm like 10% in, which is not a bad thing for me. I can get through a book pretty easily if I want to, but right now I don't really want to. So we'll see. Things have to align. The stars have to align. But the other 3 books that I'm reading, I actually just finished getting to 100 pages minimum in each book, which I am very, very happy to say that I was able to do. And I'm enjoying all 3 of those books, which is why I got to 100 pages in all of them pretty quickly, actually, for me. I'm a slow reader, but I am a dedicated reader, if that makes sense. So I will sit for like, 5 hours just to read a small portion of a book if I'm really enjoying that book. And that's what I've basically done with the 3 physical books that I'm reading. So I'm hoping that later today I will take the time to just read that electronic book instead, so I can get a little bit deeper into that book and get a little bit more involved in the world, because it's a similar world to the first book, but it's different characters. So I have to gain an investment to those characters, and because it is the same world but it's different, I have to like be back involved with the world again. It's just, it's a little bit much, and because of that, it's taken me a little while to get there. I thought the second book was just gonna be like the same. I thought it was going to be the same characters, just maybe them being in the background of a new main character or something, but it doesn't seem like that's what's happening. Who knows, it might be, but as of right now, I'm a little thrown on that book. But what else is happening? I mean, not much. I still haven't purchased any makeup other than what, that one mascara I had to purchase during that vacation that I took. And that I really did need, because if I was going to put makeup on, I needed mascara. I wasn't about to look a hot toddy mess. And yeah, I mean, things are good. I'm still working, so I'm working electronically or virtually, if you will. Thankfully, my job is able to do that, and everybody else in my household is also either working virtually or is exempt to have to go into work because of medical reasons. So it's good. My whole household is pretty much safe. My whole family is safe. Nobody, even like to my knowledge, nobody in my extended family and even immediate family or nuclear family have had to go into work, which is good. It's allowing everybody to stay safe. And I do really feel for those people who have to not only go in to work but also have lost their jobs. This is a really rough time for a lot of people, and I hope that it really just changes societies as a whole. I feel like a lot of societies are very much what is it called? Capitalist societies, and I feel like this is a time period where we all need to learn to grow and just be a little bit more human towards each other. And I just hope that that happens. I hope we are a little bit more lenient to those who are struggling right now, and help them. I hope that that is a thing that a lot of people do. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but you know, a girl can only hope. And yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? Not much. I would love to hear how you guys are doing. If you guys have any special routines. Typically my days are, you know, going to sleep whenever, waking up whenever. Then I do some work. Basically for my job right now, all I have to do is read books. So, I mean, my love of reading right now is doing a very good thing because I'm working at the same time as doing some enjoyment. I also tend to run pretty much every day. If I'm not running, then I'm doing some form of workout. So sometimes I'll do like yoga just to stretch my body out because it gets a little tight after a really long run. But I'm doing something. I'm always trying to just stay active. I don't want my body to become stagnant. So, yeah, I mean, I pretty much have very laid back days. I watch Netflix when I want to. I watch Hulu when I want to. It's just been pretty relaxed on my side of things, especially now that I am done with this degree program. I would love to, when I have the moment after breathing a little bit, I would love to continue to keep up the language that I had to learn for my degree program, but I also would love to reinforce some other languages that I've kind of learned throughout my years of being alive, if you will. When I was in high school, I took Japanese. I took it for what, 3 years? I believe. And I would love to reinforce what I know and learn more. I just think it would be nice to do that. I've always wanted to go to Japan, both to live and just as a vacation. So knowing the language would behoove me to do. And I also would love to kind of do another Asian language. I watch a lot of K-dramas. I say K-dramas because they're not only Korean movies or dramas that I watch. I also watch a lot of Chinese or Mandarin language based, and also Taiwanese. So I would love to learn another language within one of those three. Based on the amount of dramas that I watch, I can finesse some things. Finesse kind of having conversations, but I would love to like really know the language, if you will. I'm just gonna take some time to put some eyeliner, mascara on, and then I'll be back while I do the rest of my base. So yeah, I have no idea what I was saying at all, but what else can I talk about? I don't even know. I'm excited for my career path. I'm excited to be done. I'm excited to apply to new jobs. Like I said, I enjoy my job, but I am ready to move into my career, and the current job is just not my career path. I'm saving money, which is nice. I don't even know. I have no idea what else to talk about. This always happens. I have like one huge thing that I want to say in my get ready with me's or whatever have you, and then like I finish and I'm just staring at you guys like, what do I say? I don't know. But yeah, things are good. I'm hoping to be more regular when it comes to uploading videos. I'm also hoping that I can just be a little bit more excited. I'm hoping that I can find more video ideas from the products that I already have in my collection. I know at one point I felt very stagnant because I was so used to just buying new things and that being how I created new video ideas, that not having new things was a little perplexing to me. So I'm hoping that soon I will continue to find new ideas with the things that I already have. And just continue to hit some pan and empty out some products that I want to finish. I'm still working on this Revolution foundation. I am surprised. At one point, I thought I was going to be done by now. I only had one use left. And as you can see, I was able to get my whole face done. That foundation has really lasted. And all of my foundations have lasted. I will not need to buy a new foundation for quite a while. I've had all these foundations just sitting here. I just don't need any more. What do I want to go with kind of my go-to at this point? Toast and butter, or I could do something interesting. Who knows? I have no more topics, I don't think. So I'm just gonna take the time to figure out what I'm gonna put on my lips. I'm gonna take my do-rag off. I'm also gonna change because I feel like I need to change. And then I will come back, maybe say a couple more things, and we'll be done with this get ready with me. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I actually really do enjoy it. I think it actually came out quite well. On my lips, I ended up using my Chris Santa Ann Turnt liquid lipstick. This is a oldish lipstick for me. I loved this brand at one point. I haven't heard anything much from them lately, but I still enjoy this liquid lipstick. I think this is the only one that I kept from the brand, and I'm very, very happy to still have it. I also meant to tell you guys what's on my nails. It's a China Glaze nail polish and Glow Worthy. It's like a really cool bronzy gold with like a lot of different flecks in there. It's honestly, it feels kind of holographic. I don't want to say that because I'm not sure every other color is in there, but there's quite a few colors in there. I know I've already taken a picture, so I will put the picture on the screen so you guys can see, because my camera doesn't really connect well with my nails when I go up close. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Makeup wise, I still haven't purchased anything. Book wise, I'm still reading a lot. School wise, I am done. I would love to talk about my experience with graduate school. I feel that a lot of my experiences I enjoy sharing, and I think what I learned in my program could be very beneficial to others, especially if you're thinking about going to graduate school, or if you're in the middle of it and you're like, why is this so difficult for me? So I would love to share that with you guys. Maybe I'll do that in another Get Ready With Me a while away. I'm not too rushed to get that one off the block. I did want to say, I feel as though my skin has dried out. I don't know if it's my old age or what, but like my scalp has been dry almost consistently, and my base, like I haven't been as oily throughout the day, and it's just been a little weird. So yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see how long this kind of dry spell lasts for me, and if it continues to last, I mean, it's a good thing I only have one matte spray left, and I have a dewy spray. And this matte spray, honestly, I don't know what's wrong with it. I think something's wrong with the top, because it's spraying really weird. And yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this bottle. This bottle might actually just get thrown away, as sad as that is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I did want to say that two things are going to be getting thrown away. One because it's finished, and one because it's just super old. So my Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara is done. There's basically no product left in this. I've had this for quite a while, but for the price that I paid, I'm very happy that I bought it. The only thing I would say is that I wish they had a darker shade, because I used to use this type of product almost exclusively in my brows, because my brows are pretty full, and then just barely fill it in with powder or pencil. But with this product, I have to go pretty intense on my brows because it's too light for me. And then the other product that I'm getting rid of is my Rimmel black eyeliner. The product still works, but I've had this for years, like an atrocious amount of years, and I have other black eyeliners that they're newer and I want to get some use out of. So these two products are about to get thrown away today, and that's it. I think that's it. I don't have anything else to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. Stay tuned. On Sunday will be another must have, must gag. I will try and film that actually right after this video.